Tuesday, December 21st. It never rains, it pours. We thought it was just the lifting of the emergency decree, but suddenly the cabinet sort of has offered a package of New Year's gifts to the red shirts, right?
Yes, like we discussed yesterday, the decision by the cabinet to release on bail the red shirt prisoners is more welcoming than the lifting of the state of emergency itself.
Well, how would they decide who to be given bail, who would not be?
This is a proposal by the Khanit Committee, which was assigned by the cabinet to look into the truth behind the turbulence in April and May. And according to the findings of the Khanit Committee, there have been 184 so-called political prisoners in jail at the moment. And of that, about 63 people are charged with terrorism.
So they're serious charges. And they would not be covered under this
They are unlikely to be covered by this leniency of the government. So a total of about 104 people will benefit from this leniency, so to speak.
Would the core leaders benefit too?
Well, Kun Suthep, Deputy Prime Minister, suggested today that maybe Mao Weng, Dr. Weng, and another red shirt leader could be entitled to this bail.
And why not Nathawood?
According to Kun Suthep, Mao Weng and Pikun Gao, some kind of a more moderate red shirt leaders.
Well, he's not the one to decide
during the protest.
Well, he's not the one to decide. It's the court or whatever.
Right.
But then it seems that politically this is sort of a climb down for the government, sort of olive branch given to the red shirts. You can even call it national reconciliation to a certain extent, right?
It's quite a good sign from the government because all the red shirts have been asking for is for the release, at least temporary release of the people who they said have nothing to do with the violence. Some of them, according to the red shirt, are just bystanders who happen to be there during the rioting or the arsons.
You think the military will agree with this political gesture?
This is the Prime Minister himself has given instructions today to the police, to the DSI, and to the Attorney General Office, asking them specifically not to oppose any bail request submitted by the prisoners. Well, as far as the military is concerned, I think most of them are charged with arsons and rioting, which should not be that much of the worry for the military itself.
Well, this means that the emergency decree is lifted, replaced by security law. Then some of the red shirt suspects are being released on bail. That will make for a more relaxed sort of political atmosphere. Perhaps leading to sort of a compromise. Nobody's quite clear.
So we are seeing the easing of political tension. At least that's what we are seeing after the Democratic Party survived the court, a constitutional court crisis, and then we expected the red shirt to just to protest really strongly, but that had never happened. So and the red shirt, obviously they have entered the election mode. They want the voters to decide which party to vote for in the next election. So we have to positive development, so to speak. And then today we have the lifting of state of emergency, and we have the government granting leniency to the red shirt prisoners. So
seems that Abhisit is now being called Santa Claus, not only bringing gifts but also bringing good news and also good positive signs to the political animals. The people in general get pay raises, get special treatment, get bonuses. The political rivals get bails. So is this to celebrate the new year in a joyful way?
A joyful and then a very smart political move as well, because the the so-called populist policy of the government also focused on certain sectors that happen to be the power base of the Thai party.
Yeah.
Like
So-
the motorcycle taxis, something like that.
So you see how clever Abhisit is. He's not only populist on the economic front, but also populist in politics as well. That is a very, very big change from the guy who said, no, we're going to stick to the law and we will go by every letter of the word of the law. But now you see Abhisit is the real Santa Claus for this Christmas and New Year.